What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to the chapters Queen and Elf of Fire from the 15th volume, continuing this new conviction arc, Lost Children kind of chapters that we've been covering in the last few episodes of my reactions. But we ended off last episode with the actual prototype of Berserk, which again was nowhere near as good as almost any volume we've got in the series, in my opinion anyway, but you can definitely really see the essence of Berserk in there if that wasn't kind of mistaken. But Guts was quite a slightly different kind of character, and he had a few cheesy kind of bits in the in that, but it was just kind of a prototype, and I imagine what they kind of showed to the producers of the manga and such, just to get them on board. So maybe that stuff was more alluring to the to those people, those kind of suits. But I did skip over a few artworks here, a few really nice looking ones. We did have a little look at the cover in the last reaction, but I will have another look at that in a second. But we've got this really awesome artwork here of Guts and a few of the kind of mutated demon elves. God damn, what is this? I didn't even notice this. Looks like a beetle. Looks like a beetle kind of got his arm. So there's more insects. I guess so. I guess I got more insects on their side. But yeah, we did have a little peek at this awesome artwork here, didn't we? With Park, who again I did not expect to be that colour. Did not expect him to look like that. And the obviously the leader of the demon bugs, Guts, looking very pissed off. That's the look you do have when you are facing like a fly and you can't swat it. You fucking bastards! I hate trying to swat flies. So annoying. I'm just so bad at it. I'm really good with reactions, funnily enough. I'm really good at kind of, if something drops, I'll usually almost always catch it. I think maybe that just comes from me expecting myself to be quite clumsy, better more than good reactions. But I do have good reactions, and I'm just terrible at swatting flies for some reason. But yeah, we'll get started with the first chapter, Queen, in which the Queen did show up last episode, didn't she? Right at the end. Do let me know what you guys think of this chapter before we do get into it, though. Of these chapters, if you after the video, of course, leave a like on the video if you guys did like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Some interesting. We'll just have a quick look at the rest of the chapters' names. Some interesting names here indeed. I mean, obviously the first two are quite self-explanatory, but Red-Eyed Peacaff and the Recollected Girl. World of Winged Things. We had a few Guardians chapters before in this series, haven't we? Not sure if it was exactly called Guardians. I know we had Guardians of Desire, but I feel like we've had ones actually named Guardians as well, but perhaps not. Sewers and the Misty Valley, which we've heard a little bit about, haven't we? Where the elves come from, so maybe we'll be kind of visiting that homeland. Cocoons, interesting. Hope you see how they're born. This might be after we've kind of dealt with this situation. This might actually be like we need to go to the Misty Valley to fucking sort this shit out. Be interesting. Interesting to see. Obviously, quite a ways off yet. Just gonna have a little look how I'm gonna structure it as well. So I'll probably have to do another triple chapter in one video, which might end up being the last video. I think that makes sense to do Misty Valley part 1, part 2, and then Cocoons. I think that makes sense, but who knows? Let's get right into this one. If I already done the intro, didn't I? Looks like we've already started off with a little bit of bug nudity. I mean, bugs are always nude, to be fair, so I'm not even going to censor this. I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna say it's bugs are always nude, so don't need to censor. Yeah, they've got interesting designs, haven't they? Does this mean that this Queen has a different form as well then, do you think? We've seen them all kind of change form, haven't we? I bet she has got another form. She already does look quite, well, Queen-like, but majestic, doesn't she? She's got a very, very nice design. Oh, nice little smile as well. We've got more of the kind of innocent looking elves before they Or they transform. Conviction arc, Lost Children chapters, Queen. But yeah, very nice design. I like moths and butterflies designs in general. So I was always going to like this. They're really pretty creatures. You're really strong, mister. Even though you're human. How come? Got a twizzle on the top of her head as well right there. I wonder what this kind of transforms into. If she does transform again, she might not. No idea. Is that like a rolled up antenna? A big elf. That's an elf. That's an elf. Fuck's having none of it. So you're the queen bee. You know what? I would really like to see an anime adaptation of Puck. You saw him slightly. He didn't speak or anything in the movies. But I'd love to see an anime adaptation of Puck. It would be very funny. They'll have to get it right, of course, which is hard to do with comedy. So you're the queen bee. I'm no bee. I'm an elf. I mean, obviously. Did you need to correct us there? But yeah, she is actually very big, isn't she? It was hard to kind of scale her because we've only ever seen her from quite far away. And she's still reasonably far away here, but she looks maybe even bigger than Guts. Not sure, really. Still a little hard to judge. Yo ho! Playing elf, maybe. Insect scourge. That was mean. Did you all hear that? What should we do? He's a liar. Get him. He's lying. He's a lying grown-up. We always get the grown-ups. What's with them? They don't seem like elves. They seem like... I don't know. It seemed reasonably elf-like. They said they're quite kind of playful and such. They do seem reasonably playful, but I mean, obviously Puck knows best. I didn't even notice that we threw some knives, and that's why she said that. Just knocked him off. Right, and here we go. Off she shoots. Yeah, very pretty, isn't she? Love the wings. And the things like hanging off the wings as well. Don't know what to call these. But I love that shot from like on top of a butterfly or a moth. Very pretty. Ah! Here she comes. What? Wait, Guts! Time out! Oh, damn. That face from Guts. I've been really enjoying the facial expressions from Guts since the eclipse. They've all been really awesome, haven't they? All the shots of all these close-up of Guts. Yeah, quite easily dodged again by this creature. Quite majestically again. Look at that kind of flowingness from her wings and antenna. Again, I'm not sure which ones are antenna or what. I'm not sure what's going on. Apologies. But all these kind of flowing parts, the feet, just looks very quick, doesn't it? Just whew. As much as that blade covers a whole lot of the air. Again, love the design on its movement as well. What? I was gonna say, at least she can't hit you while she's dodging like that, but he did get hit. Looks happy with herself. There's a little hole in his arm. That's a lot of blood coming out. It's quite a sizable hole, and you do have a lot of veins and such in your arm up there, so bad place to get hit. Especially in the arm that's not got the rest of the arm as well, to be fair. Jill! Guts! You okay? Oh crap. Okay, didn't spoil anything. Apologies about that, guys. Hate misclicking like that. You okay? Shut up or get lost, you. Yahoo! Gotcha! Gotcha! Yahoo! Fucking taunting us while the barn's on fire behind us still. Bitch! Time out! Hey, time out! I said time out! Quit fighting him! Shut up! I can hardly tell you apart as is. Keep hanging around and I'll swat you too. Listen! They're definitely not elves. They're children. What does he mean by that? What, human children? Or child elves? He said they're not elves, so they're not child elves. They're actual children? Are they the children that they've been capturing and turned into demons? Turned into these little elves, perhaps? Who knows? Fucking hell. Maybe that's why they're a bit playful. Not as playful as an elf, perhaps. Not as easygoing. Say what? Yeah, me too, Guts. Oh, look at this. The way they move and act. Besides, I can feel their inner thoughts. I can feel it in their thoughts. They're children. Human children. Oh god, so we've just killed a bunch of human children. I mean, I think they're beyond saving, if you know what I'm saying. But maybe not. Maybe if we kill this one, it might revert back or something, but I've never known Berserk to be that nice. I feel like they're just demons now. And again, I'm not really sure of the logics behind it, but I'm guessing they've just been abducting kids, turning them into her fucking little slaves under the guise of elves. But they're all little demons now, which is very sad that we've just killed a bunch of human kids. But again, maybe that's actually salvation for them. Yeah, look at this bitch taunting us like this. He's also got two of these little. I don't think we've seen any with these little. Oh yeah, usually they. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. Seems like they all do have two of these little things. I didn't notice that on these before. Hers are a little bit bigger than the other ones. I thought they just had one little stinger bit at the back. Yeah, very playful little demon, isn't she? How do you even do that? Human? Hey, don't go talking with humans on your own like that. That's what we call Picaf, the outcast. Wasn't one of the titles? Am I tripping? Wasn't one of the titles of one of the chapters Picaf or something? Something to do with Picaf? Or maybe I'm remembering the One Piece kind of god that I'm on right now in Little Garden arc, I think it's called. I think there's a god with a similar name. Eh? Pika? What? Picaf? Picaf gets punished along with the humans. Oh! I love that the sound effects are literally in his mouth right here. That's what we call Picaf, the outcast. Is there an outcast kind of elf? It's quite friendly with humans. That's not. Fuck. Killer, shoot her down. Alright, directing us like we weren't going to do that anyway. The fuck. Damn, a lot of blood. What? What gives? Oh shit. Why? Focus on that shot for too long. Why? Why, Jill? Rosine? What, she knows her? Was it one of the kids perhaps take? Fucking who knows? I mean, who would take her? She's the one taking kids. What's going on here? Stop it, Rosine. It's you, isn't it? She actually doesn't attack. Looks serious here for the first time as well, doesn't she? No smile or anything. She kind of retreats a little bit. Yeah, look, she's going backwards. Missed all of them. Yeah, look, a little puck here. You got the spam. She zooms away. Interesting. Jill? Rosine? Oh damn, she even said her name. Do her wings usually flap like that? Looks like she's maybe calling her. Yeah, it looks like they're retreating. Wow. Interesting. Good job, Jill. Good job. Did think she was crazy for a second, just jumping in there, but if they actually know each other. Rosine. You okay there, Sonny? Fucking Puck is so condescending, man. Sonny. He does get away with a lot. But I really like this shot here, them just like looking at each other. Again, one of the first kind of serious faces we see from this demon. It's quite interesting considering, isn't it? I mean, we might just be even guessing that it's a demon. It might just be a kind of crazy elf. But I imagine it was a demon. Demons don't have any kind of humanity left in them or anything, so quite strange. At least that's what I got told. Don't have any kind of human emotions or anything. Guts. Guts really got done hard, didn't he? Like, what happened to him? Is it some kind of poison? Yeah. I see the. Hey, what's wrong, Mr. Swordsman? It's her dust. Looks like she's poisonous. I was clumsy, damn it. To be fair, to be expected with most most insects. I mean, a lot of insects. Well, not a lot. Quite a few insects usually just have kind of large teeth or large looking weapons or something. But I'd say a majority of, especially the kind of weaker looking ones, not saying that she looks weak or anything, but a lot of the weaker looking ones and a lot of the other ones have kind of built in defense systems, like their blood is poisonous, for example. They've got a spiky outer shell. They've got some kind of almost every kind of insect's got some kind of defense mechanism. There's a few that haven't. But you're not going to last long without one. Hey, what's wrong, Mr. Swordsman? It's her dust. It looks like she's poisonous. I was clumsy, damn it. Can you stand? You can beat him up now, kiddo. Ah, crap. My cattle barn. The winter provisions. Was it you? Did you do this? I mean, dude, I said this earlier. I said this last video, I think. Surely you'd take your lives over the cattle and food and stuff. You're lucky you're alive. Still gotta feel a little bit bad for the guy, but don't start this. Thomas! You use Thomas like that? You have no humanity. Oh, have you no humanity? Quite interesting they brought that up after what I just spoke about. With the demons having no humanity. Quite funny indeed. And especially considering the looks that Guts has been given after the eclipse. Almost like he lost a bit of his humanity down there as well, even though he didn't turn into a demon. Lost a lot of his humanity actually. Oh no. Although he still has got humanity. We see in the actions he does rather than the words he speaks. Oh no, we're pissing him off again. Especially the housewives. Yeah, the housewives do look pretty outraged, don't they? It's all because Guts does. It's all because Guts goes nuts. Eh. He looks like a little nut right there. Little peanut with his head like that. He's just laughing at them. Oh, what's so funny, bastard? You people make me laugh. Again, I understand. You just saved all their lives and they're getting at you for a barn, some wood, and some food, which wouldn't even matter if you're dead. When this kid ran out, did even one of you unlock your door? Good fucking point as well. They were all just looking, weren't they, little bastards? They were all just peeking out their door. They've let this happen, really. I mean, nothing they can do about it. They'd all die anyway. But they're letting this happen. They're letting their kids become these little insect soldiers. So they really have no leg to stand on here. Good point, Mr. Guts. In any case, you will hand those children over to us. Jill, Thomas, come here. Jill? Yeah, I don't think Jill's going, is she? I think Jill's almost found a bit of a new place, hasn't she? I do like Jill. Jill! Hurry! Hurry and come here. Mom. Jill? No. A cool little shot here. Fire in the back. Oh. Oh crap, are these guys still alive? Or are they just reverting to their normal bodies? Oh shit. That's gonna make things even worse, isn't it? They don't even. Did they? I doubt the town. Well, I'm not sure. Did the townspeople know that these were demon fucking elves before? I hope so, because if not, things get even more crazy. Look at these little reactions here. Pure darkness. Cuts his face, and then these little two black eyeballs. Yeah, we have just killed a bunch of children, but again, I kind of think they were doomed anyway, I hope. And like I said a minute ago as well, it's actually the village that let this happen in the first place, so... Those are children! Hey! They're children! Gods! Damn things. Changed back when they died. That does complicate things. I mean, we were kind of on our way out the village anyway. I doubt anyone would let us stay here even after what just happened, but after this, no fucking chance. Oh crap. Jill! Change of plan. How about you step aside? Because we're taking the girl who wanted to stay with us hostage. I think she'll be alright with this. I think she'll be okay with this. I hope she will be. Again, I don't think Guts' would, like... Maybe he would take her hostage anyway, to be fair, actually. But I think he kind of knows she might be okay with it as well. I hope. He is sweating a bit. Understandably. Queen End. Okay, let's get right into the next one. So yeah, obviously now explains what this shot's from. I call these burning dead bodies. Elf of Fire. I think we now have a little bit of a better idea of what to expect perhaps in some of those upcoming chapters, which I kind of gave my thoughts about at the start. How about you step aside? Jill! Mrs. Don't. Guts! Alright, where do I go here? I'm gonna go bottom right and I'm gonna then move to the left. I think that makes sense. Wait a minute. A minute. Okay. Interesting way. I mean, is that not just the same length as what you'd spell a minute anyway? A minute. Wait a minute. Don't know why I'm saying the T like that, but what are you thinking? You're pissing them off even more here. Quit rubbing them all the wrong way. Look, an elf. It's an elf. Is he really on their side? Yeah, and as you make just things even worse, little puck here. Wow. Now everything got all wrong. You should just stay in the pocket. He just walks through them. Jill in hands. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised no one actually wants to take a cheap shot at him here, but looks like this guy is gonna. Stupid decision, of course. Everyone, please stand back. He's wounded, so it'd be really dangerous to approach him. Coming through. They all look like they want to have a little piece of him, don't they? Guts does that little horrible little smile. Piss him off even more. Jill. Mom. Here comes the sneaky one. This could just cause chaos right here with this one guy. Now they all could just attack him. Hopefully that's not the case, but... Oh. It puts her in the way. Now that's a way to stop that. What I was just talking about, the chaos happening. You just chuck her in the way. Oh dear. Give it up. My body's not... Sorry. My body's going numb, and I don't know when I'll lose control. You brute. Mrs. Ah, evil. Ah. This is turning into the least of all available evils. Ah. The least of all available evils. And off we go. There's the fucking father, not saying a word, hiding behind a wall. Wow, what a dad that is. Looks like he's been spotted. How disappointing that is. Look at that. You're being a hostage right now. Again, kind of intentionally, in a way. But even so, your dad thinks you're a hostage right now and he just peeks around the corner and fucking just turns back. Imagine that. I hope she punches him on her way out. Just around the corner. Just that look of disappointment right there. From both Jill and Guts, to be honest. Guts looks almost disappointed for her, doesn't he? Damn, real nice view right here. Bloody hell. Really nice view. No wonder the elves go for this place. It's quite high up, isn't it? I didn't notice it was this high on the high up. Yeah, no wonder the elves were kind of attracted here. This is far enough. I really like this establishing shot actually. It's really cool. Almost looks like a cross, this windmill. Almost looks like Rio de Janeiro with the I can't remember what it's called. The giant cross guy. This is far enough. You go on home. Hey now. Just go on home? Fist of Fury. Is this what Obelisk the Tormentor's attack from Yugo was based off? The Fist of Fate. The Fist of Fury. You put a knife to a girl's throat. She's bleeding, ain't she? You oughta. A little raging Puck here. Again, I think Puck has so many changes in design, doesn't he? It's really cool. It almost reminds me again a little bit of the kind of One Piece giant mouths I've been talking about, with their expressions just being absolutely ruthless, like ridiculous. But that added quite a bit to the story itself, and this does the same thing here. Adds a lot of expression to Puck that you couldn't do if you just kept drawing him normally. Even with an expression similar to this. Even his foot's pissed off. And now she ain't. See ya. Unlucky Puck. Sorry about all that. Yeah, he's genuinely sorry about that, isn't he? I don't think she's going to go though. Damn, dirty. He's leaving. You're going to the Misty Valley, aren't you? I'll go too. Jill? That girl. That big elf. She might be my friend who vanished a long time ago, so... I think she is. I don't think there's any mites about that, is there? So, what will happen? Give her up. As you saw, she's no human anymore. Well, again, I'm not sure about that. I mean, she's definitely not human anymore, but she also left you guys, and she also was kind of human at the end there, wasn't she? Strangely enough, as I said, we see a little bit of humanity from demons sometimes, every now and then. Well, I say sometimes. It's not every time, but near the end of their life, especially when they're about to die, they almost all kind of, especially from past chapters, like early chapters, like the start of the series, like volume 1, 2, 3, for example. I'm not sure if it's in volume 2 or 3. I'm just talking rubbish, but in some of the earlier chapters with them, we do see a bit of their humanity, again, especially right near the end of their lives as a demon. And perhaps with Griffith as well, again, with Griffith it seemed less like humanity and more like punishment to actually leave Guts alive, but it could have been seen as humanity as well, so very interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. And we saw a slight bit of humanity there as well. Was it just the demon didn't know how to configure what was going on, so it just went? And we don't even fully know if it's actually a demon. Maybe she was Basically, it's a demon. I don't know what else it would be. But certainly interesting to think about, isn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing these reunion with Jill and Moth Demon again. I'm about to go kill that friend of yours. If you come with me, what'll happen? Stay away. This ain't some kiddie game. Looks like he's really fucking suffering from that poison. He's going. Is this it then? The end? Will it begin again? The way things always are there. Nothing changes. Nothing ever happens. Like it's always been. That's the way things are. That's... She's actually kind of almost holding that cut a little bit precious to her. So she likes it. A little bit of difference, a little bit of danger getting her, a little change to the everyday life of hers, of all this. Look at you. Unbelievable. Why you gotta go and say those things? Being all grown up and blunt in front of a tender little girl. She gives you a shelter, food, and you repay her like that. Don't do those things. Teach the youth. Good points. Good points. But he's actually protected them, isn't he? Of course, we know. Protect the youth. He's got some good morals though, hasn't he, Mr. Park? He's got some good morals. Not that he ever really kind of displays much of these kind of morals or anything, but he says a lot of good stuff. Come on. Let me see your wound. Ugh, that does it. What the hell's your problem? Looks like his toe's pissed off here. I'm only going to say this once. I got no recollection of making you my pet. Quit buzzing around me. I'm sick of it. I'm not a pet though. Hey, don't say that. Without me, this story would be way too dark. But that's pretty fucking, what is it? Fourth dimensional, whatever. I can't remember what it's called. That's pretty meta, isn't it? Something like you'd see out of well, they've done it in first thing that comes to mind is, I think, is it Friday the 13th part 6 perhaps, when that old man's like, some folks have got a strange sense of entertainment. Says that right to the camera. It's like, what a weird thing to be in a Friday the 13th movie. An old man talking to a camera. But yeah, it's quite meta, isn't it? Something like out Scream, for example. But not even Scream does that kind of stuff, but he's right, isn't he? You got to have a colour in your life. He is right. It's been very dark up until this point. It's been almost just pure darkness. There's been bits of light with the Band of the Hawk and its members, but Puck is that kind of just that only bit of kind of hope and light. Well, not hope, but that only bit of lightness, isn't he? So God forbid anything happens to him. Although the amount of time Guts fucking crushes the dude, I'm surprised he hasn't blown up yet. I thought I told you before. Seeing Elvis makes me want to vomit. It makes me want to crush him. What a horrible thing to say. Makes me want to crush him. Don't think you can win forever. I can at least take a finger down with me. One man, one kill. Just dropped into the grass. Again, I really like these guys' relationship. It's almost complete opposites, almost. Not really though. But in terms of light and darkness, they're pretty much complete opposites. Oh sure, had enough, eh? Come get some more. Little ladybug. Again, be careful that I don't wee on you. Almost every time I hold a ladybug, it like wheeze on me or something. Kind of liquids. But I don't really hold them anymore. Do like them though. Do like a ladybug. Fine. See if I care. Well, looks like we're left alone. I love this shot here. Yeah. That is really struggling. As expected. I mean, you've got fucking poison in your blood. It's not going to be a nice time, isn't it? Puck could have really helped out there as well. I think we saw something in the series about the kind of elf dust, so honestly, Puck could be very useful for Guts, as much as he's a bit of an antagonist to Guts. It could be really useful for him. But Guts, isn't it? He thinks back to all those dead children. Really? Holy crap. I'm not sure if this is a smart, like a genius thing to do or a stupid thing to do. It looks like, you know, he's tied up his wound. So I mean, he should have done this a while ago, so the venom doesn't flow around the blood in the body and go everywhere, go to your brain and heart. But looks like he's now drinking. Is this even how you do this? Like the venom from a snake. I'm not sure what snake this is. Maybe this snake, it could be in its blood, but I'm sure most of the time snake's venom is in a separate area in their kind of teeth. Again, I'm not sure if that kind of comes from the blood. I'm no kind of animalologist, whatever it's called. Well, I don't know. I feel like you don't get the venom if you just cut a snake's head off and drink its blood. But it looks like if that was the case, it looks like he's drinking the snake's blood to drink more venom and build up a kind of immunity to that venom. Build up more of a resistance to it, which I feel like also maybe wouldn't work because you're already poisoned. Are you now not just poisoning yourself with a different venom? I guess we'll see. Again, I'm not sure if this is genius or stupidity right here. I feel like if you actually tried this in the real world, I think you'd probably die. I can say that about a lot with Berserk, though, to be fair. You ripped the skin off. So it's going to eat it as well. Might as well. Have a nice little meal with your poison. I do like snakes as well. I used to have a little, not a pet snake, but a little kind of wooden snake, little toy thing that I really used to like. Lost. Oh, is he lost too much blood? Ugh. Gulp. On top of that, poison and weariness. What? Coca leaves? That just to take away from the taste? He does look like a bit of a state, doesn't he? As you'd expect from what's been happening. Looks like it's going to be a long night. If only Puck could help you heal your wounds. as his brand starts bleeding. Is a bad sign. You idiot, Guts, you idiot. Oh crap. There's his fucking child again. Again, I did not ascertain that that's his kid when I first read that chapter. My initial thought was that it was Griffith's child. And his sperm kind of overtook, but I guess Casca was already pregnant. And they got mutated by Griffith's seed. I hate talking about that. But here is this child. And you guys did point out to me as well that it does appear in the opening chapters as well, doesn't it? I do remember. I was thinking, what the fuck is that thing? At that point, it was nothing. But at this point, it is a lot. It is almost an encapsulation of the eclipse. A little bit. Horrible looking thing, isn't it? But again, some of you guys did make a decent point that it is actually quite innocent. As much as is this a kind of weird demon human thing. I still feel like you should kill it. Even if it is innocent. I feel like the life it's going to go ahead and have is going to be worse than death. But that doesn't mean... It's hard saying that because that doesn't apply to everything. It doesn't apply to everyone and everything, but it's demons. Ugh. Does that, or would that just make Guts as bad as Gambino? So on. You see, little kids. I mean, he just straight up killed a kid by accident in the Arc of the Eclipse, didn't he? When we were working for Griffith, killed a lot more here, but again, not really. I wouldn't say ever purposely killed a kid. Perhaps that's why this has come up, because he wanted to kill that kid, his kid that Casca birthed. Now he's just thinking about all these children. Got to protect the youth, as Buck said. You might think you're a bit sadistic if all this has happened to you, had so much involvement with kind of killing kids. Probably would question yourself a little bit. I know I certainly would. This what Guts has done. Again, it wasn't ever really. He didn't ever really do any of this. As much as he had the intent to kill his own kid. Or crying. What the? Is he, or is he awake? I kind of thought this was maybe like a dream sequence, but is this like? Do you reckon this is actually happening, or is this an illusion from the, or an adverse effect from the poison? Was it you? Did you drag them here? Very mad at his little boy there. And his son's got a tail. Did you drag them here? I haven't actually gone back and reread the original chapters yet, so I might go back quickly and have a look where the kid's involved. It'll probably only be very quick, but looks like Puck and Jill are on a little journey together. Nice to see. Trying to find Guts, I imagine, in the night sky, which is probably a bad idea right now because it is night. But look how beautiful that sky looks. Really cool. But yeah, we'll go back. What chapter? I can't believe we're in the hundreds now. Still got like 300 left. But yeah, we're in the hundreds now of chapters. We'll just quickly skim through, just see if we can find little feel like it was a bit of a ways through. Now look how different Guts looks. Bloody hell. It's been a while since I read these. Look how different Puck looks as well. Bloody hell. He does actually look quite a bit more that here, like the prototype version, doesn't he? There it is. And it's amazing that this all was kind of, this was 100 chapters ago, and this came to be. It's amazing it was also kind of perfectly timelined. Does it just always, will it always be this form then, or will it grow? I mean, it is a baby. What's it going to end up looking like if it does grow now, though? It looks horrific at the minute. Like you can see, it's like almost like a human rib cage and a human eyeball, but that's about it. Yeah, he says you again. It's your father. So it disappeared. Or was it even there in the first place, do you think? Weird that it just kind of appears and reappears like that. Does it appear again? I feel like it might have appeared again at some point. I'm not sure about that, but that's a really well drawn branding there, isn't it? I feel like it might appear again. Not sure about that, but have another little skim through. I think that might have been it actually. Oh no. Is this it? Is this another? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was right. It does happen again. You cannot escape us. The giant version of it right here. But that's not actually. Oh, don't we see the same? I feel like we saw that in this current Lost Children chapter as well, with Jill at the lighthouse bit, the windmill. Sorry, the windmill bit, lighthouse. Similar types of buildings. Yeah, it did actually appear a few times at the start of the story, didn't it? That is probably as far as I'm going to look into that. Might end up googling later what chapters Guts' son has been in. Again, I find it so weird calling it Guts' son, but it is. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought of these chapters down in the comment section. Again, some really interesting stuff. Again, really enjoying Jill's character at the minute. We haven't had a proper deep kind of look into her. We've seen her kind of family situation, town situation, but I still don't really feel like we know exactly who Jill is. We're definitely getting a better image of her as the story does go on, and we see her make more choices and such, and hear more from her and her relationship with this demon as well. So again, really looking forward to seeing her actually speak to the demon, perhaps at the demon's homeland. So yeah, some very interesting kind of setup stuff going on. Obviously Guts is still very kind of jaded at the minute. Love Puck as usual. Puck absolutely awesome. Very meta today as well. Yeah, absolutely love him. And I'm really again looking forward to the promise of Jill and Puck and Guts maybe being a kind of trio going forward. Perhaps that would be really nice. Again, very dangerous for Jill, considering that she's just a little girl that has like no fighting ability or anything. But yeah, can't wait. Do let me know what you guys think of these chapters down in the comment section though. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little look back on the Guts' son as well. Again, some interesting stuff. It does very much seem to be haunting him. I'm not sure if all of those occasions it was actually there. I feel like it was there, especially with the first one in the first chapter. I feel like it was there when he was laying on the ground, when it just randomly disappeared. I feel like it was actually there, but I imagine maybe even that time, and on a few occasions it probably is just like a figment of his imagination, and it's just kind of haunting him. Perhaps they do say these kind of demons live between the world of like the living and the dead, and in the world of the living as well. But very interesting stuff to think about, isn't it? Again, especially considering all the children fucking stuff that Guts has been a part of, killing children, killing demons that were children, for example. It is must be quite taxing. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about these down in the comment section, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.